Welcome all. This is our lecture 20, and in this lecture we will cover a special tag that is frameset. Frameset tag. This is an amazing tag by which we can create some windows under a particular window. It means your browser screen can work as different browser screens. Or more simply, we can say that we can divide our browser screen in different parts, different sections, and all the sections will work as a separate window. Okay, but here there is a problem nowadays. As the HTML5 will release, and the HTML5 will not supporting or will not support the frame set tag. Okay, nowadays only few browsers are there to support frame set tag. No doubt it's an amazing tag, very helpful, but this is not supported by the modern browsers. To work the same, we have another tags, that is div tag. We will cover that particular in the CSS section. Okay, as this topic is in your syllabus, so we have to cover this. So let's start with the frame set tag. HTML frames are used to divide your browser window into multiple sections, where each section can load a separate HTML document, or we can say, as I discussed earlier, every section will work as a separate window or a collection of frames in the browser windows is known as the frame set. A window is divided into frames. In a similar way, the tables are organized into rows and columns. We can divide, we can also see we will see the example also. Here is some disadvantage of frames. Some smaller devices cannot cope with frames, often because their screen is not big enough to be divided up. The next one is sometimes your page will be displayed differently on different computers due to different screen resolution. The browser's back button might not work as the users hope. There are still few browsers that do not support frame technology. These are some disadvantages by which the frames or frame set tags become outdated and not supported by the browsers. Now, creating of frames. To use frames on a page, we can use frame set tag instead of body. It means when we are using frame set tag, we will not use the body tag. Clear? And there are two attributes of frame set tag, that is rows and calls. If we want to divide the screen into columns, then we will use the attribute calls, and when we'll use or divide the browser screen into rows, we will use rows attribute. Each frame is indicated by frame, that is different tag. Look this example here. This is my browser window, and I have divided our screen into 4 different sections, that is frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. It means 1, 2, 3, 3 columns, and the first column is divided into 2 rows, and all these 5 or 4 sections will work as an individual window. We can load different content here, we can load different content here, and we can load different contents here. Clear? This is the note as I discussed and I tell you in the beginning, that is frameset tag is not supported in HTML5. Some browsers are still supporting this, but mostly are not supporting. So this is all in this lecture. In the next lectures, we will learn how can we use these rows, columns, frames, etc. Prepare your notes and be in learning mode always.